Once a little child came to visit his grandfather in his summer holidays. During the whole period, he played with his grandpa and enjoyed his company. One day, he said to his grandpa, "When I grow up, I want to become a successful man like you. Can you tell me some ways to be successful?" The grandfather nodded yes and took the boy with him to a nearby nursery. From the nursery, his grandpa bought two small plants and came back home. Then, together with the child, he planted one plant inside the premises of the house and another one outside the house. "What do you think? Which of these two plants will grow better in the future?" the grandfather asked the boy. The boy kept thinking for some time and then said, The plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from every danger, while the plant outside is at the risk of many things like strong sunlight, storms, animals, etc. The grandfather smiled and said, "Okay, let's see what happens in the future." Soon after, the boy left with his parents and came back after 4 years to visit his grandpa again. When the boy saw his grandfather, he said, "Grandpa, the last time I asked you some ways to be successful, but you did not tell me anything. This time you have to tell me." The grandfather smiled and said, "Of course. But first, let's take a look at the plants we bought a few years back, okay?" The boy agreed, and the grandfather took the boy to the place inside the house where they had planted the small plant 4 years ago. The boy saw that the plant had turned into a tiny tree. Then he took the boy to look at the plant which they had planted outside. There, the boy saw that a huge tree stood, its branches spread far and wide, providing shade to the passerbys now. The grandfather looked at the boy and asked, "Tell me, which plant grew and became more successful?" The boy replied, "The one that we planted outside, Grandpa." "But how did this happen?" the boy thought aloud. That tiny plant outside must have faced so many dangers, and still it grew so big. How could this happen? The boy asked, confused. The grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, son, you are right. The plant outside had to face many things. But while dealing with its problems, it became stronger and stronger. When the storms came, the roots had to work harder to keep the tree from falling, so they spread wider and deeper. And today, it is so strong that usual storms cannot cause any harm to it." The grandfather then looked at the boy and said, "Son, what I am about to tell you, remember it always. Because if you remember it, you will be successful in whatever you do in life. If you always make comfortable choices in life, then you will not be able to grow as you can. But if you're ready to face this world despite all the dangers, then no goal will be impossible for you to achieve. So never think of problems as hurdles. Think of them as steps towards greater possibilities and strength." The boy took a long breath and stared at the tree as he understood the way to success through his grandpa's wisdom. Don't we dread all kinds of obstacles and pray that none comes our way? But what we do not realize is that overcoming the same obstacles will make us stronger. As children, we enjoyed challenges in our play games, and it led us to our growth. Similarly, embrace the challenges that are given to you by the game of life. Have the spirit to conquer anything that comes your way, and see how you level up in your confidence, determination, and self-worth. Thanks for watching. And if you find inspiration in wise words and stories, please subscribe to my channel for more. And stay simply wise.